The call to embrace change is one of the most profound invitations life can offer. It whispers to you in moments of discomfort, nudging you to step into the unknown. Change is not something to fear, but to welcome, because within it lies the potential for transformation. Yet, it's human nature to cling to what's familiar. You hold on to routines, relationships, and mindsets because they feel safe, even when they no longer serve you. But growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you dare to let go of the old and make room for the new. To embrace change, you must first confront the idea that the life you desire will not come from the habits that got you here. The journey to your best self requires you to reimagine who you are and what you are capable of. Change demands courage, because it asks you to leave behind the certainty of the present for the possibility of something greater. It is the crossroads where fear meets opportunity, where you must decide whether to remain the same or evolve into more. Change also challenges your perspective. It forces you to ask tough questions. Am I living the life I want, or the one I've settled for? Have I surrounded myself with people who inspire growth, or with those who enable stagnation? Am I chasing my true purpose, or am I stuck in patterns that no longer align with my dreams? These questions may be uncomfortable, but they are necessary. They strip away illusions and reveal the truth about where you are and where you need to go. When you answer the call to change, you begin to see life differently. You recognize that every setback, every challenge, and every loss carries the seed of a new beginning. Change doesn't happen all at once. It unfolds in small, deliberate steps. It's the decision to say yes to an opportunity that scares you, to let go of a toxic situation, or to try again after failure. It's not about erasing who you are, but about uncovering the untapped potential that's been waiting for you to discover it. Embracing change means accepting that growth is a lifelong process. It's not a single moment, but a series of choices that shape the person you are becoming. It requires you to trust yourself, even when the path ahead is unclear. It's about leaning into uncertainty with faith that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward the life you were meant to live. The power of daily discipline is one of the greatest forces you can harness in your journey to becoming your best self. It is not flashy or dramatic. It doesn't announce itself with grand gestures or sudden transformations. Instead, it's quiet, steady, and relentless, building strength and momentum day by day. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It takes your lofty aspirations and grounds them in actionable, consistent steps. Discipline is the act of showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early to work on your goals while the rest of the world is still asleep. It's choosing to focus on what's important rather than what's easy. It's saying no to distractions, temptations, and excuses that pull you away from the life you are trying to create. Discipline doesn't rely on motivation, it thrives on commitment. Motivation will fade some days, it will be completely absent, but discipline remains steadfast, guiding you forward when your emotions waver. Daily discipline is where transformation begins. It's not the big moments that define your success, it's the small, consistent actions you take every single day. It's the decision to go to the gym when you'd rather stay in bed. It's choosing to read a chapter of a book instead of scrolling through your phone. It's setting aside time to work on your craft even when progress feels slow. Each small effort may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they compound into monumental change. Discipline turns dreams into habits and habits into a lifestyle. Discipline teaches you resilience. It shows you that progress isn't always linear and that setbacks are not the end of the road. When you commit to your daily practices, you build mental toughness. You learn to push through discomfort, boredom, and fatigue, understanding that growth requires sacrifice. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about giving your best effort, even on the days when you don't feel your best. It's about focusing on the process rather than the outcome, knowing that the results will take care of themselves. What makes daily discipline so powerful is its ability to shape your identity. Every disciplined action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. Over time, you stop seeing yourself as someone who is trying to change and start seeing yourself as someone who is capable of change. Discipline rewires your mindset, reinforcing the belief that you are in control of your destiny. It reminds you that greatness is not reserved for the talented or the lucky. It is earned by those who are willing to put in the work, day after day. Discipline also creates freedom. While it may feel restrictive at first, it ultimately liberates you. It frees you from the chaos of indecision, the regret of missed opportunities, and the frustration of unfulfilled potential. When you have a disciplined routine, you no longer waste energy wondering what to do next. You have a plan, a purpose, and a sense of direction. Discipline is the key to unlocking your full potential, giving you the confidence and clarity to pursue your goals with unwavering determination. Overcoming fear is the gateway to discovering true freedom. Fear is an emotion designed to protect you, but too often it becomes a prison that confines you. It whispers doubts into your mind, telling you that you're not good enough, strong enough, or ready enough. Fear convinces you to stay where it feels safe, even if that safety comes at the cost of your growth, your dreams, and your purpose. But freedom, real freedom, begins the moment you decide that fear will no longer dictate your choices. Fear thrives on avoidance. The more you run from it, the stronger it grows. It gains power every time you say no to an opportunity because you're scared of failing, every time you shrink back because you fear judgment, and every time you hesitate because uncertainty looms too large. Fear doesn't just hold you back, it robs you. It robs you of experiences that could transform your life, relationships that could deepen your soul, and chances that could lead to unimaginable success. Yet here's the truth: fear is a mirage. It feels insurmountable, but when you face it, you realize it has no real substance. Overcoming fear isn't about eliminating it, it's about understanding it. It's about recognizing that fear is not the enemy, it's a signpost pointing you toward the areas of your life where you need to grow. When you fear public speaking, it's because your voice has power that you haven't yet fully embraced. When you fear taking a leap in your career, it's because there's a part of you that knows you're destined for more. Fear often shows up in the exact places where your potential is waiting to be unleashed. Facing fear requires courage. But courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. Courage is stepping onto the stage even when your hands are trembling. It's making the call even when rejection feels like a real possibility. It's taking the leap even when you can't see the net. Each time you confront your fears, you weaken their grip on you. You prove to yourself that you are stronger than the doubts that try to hold you back. The journey of overcoming fear is also a journey of self-discovery. When you push past your limits, you learn more about who you are and what you're capable of. You realize that the obstacles you once thought were insurmountable are nothing compared to the resilience within you. Fear loses its power when you see it for what it really is, a test of your willingness to fight for the life you want. Freedom lies on the other side of fear. It's the freedom to live authentically, to pursue your dreams without hesitation, and to embrace opportunities without regret. When you conquer fear, you reclaim control over your life. You stop being a prisoner to what might go wrong and start focusing on what could go right. You open yourself up to new possibilities, new experiences, and a new level of fulfillment. Overcoming fear isn't just about breaking free from what's holding you back. It's about stepping boldly into the life you were meant to live. The strength of self-belief is the foundation upon which every dream is built. It's the quiet force that allows you to rise above doubt, endure adversity, and chase your goals with unwavering determination. Without it, even the most talented and capable individuals can falter, paralyzed by the fear of failure or the opinions of others. But with self-belief, even the impossible starts to look achievable. It gives you the courage to take risks, the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, and the persistence to keep going when the road ahead seems uncertain. Self-belief doesn't mean ignoring your flaws or pretending you have all the answers. It means trusting in your ability to figure things out, to learn and adapt as you go. It's about knowing that you are capable, not because you're perfect, but because you're willing to put in the work and embrace the process. This kind of belief isn't rooted in arrogance or ego, it's grounded in self-respect and self-awareness. It's acknowledging your worth even in the face of rejection or failure, and refusing to let those moments define you. One of the greatest tests of self-belief is the ability to hold on to it when others doubt you. The world is full of naysayers, people who will tell you that your dreams are too big, your goals too unrealistic, or your talents not enough. If you let their voices drown out your own, you'll find yourself living a life dictated by their limitations rather than your potential. But when you have unshakable self-belief, you become immune to their negativity. You learn to trust your vision and follow your path, regardless of how many people fail to see it. Self-belief is also what gives you the strength to start over. When things don't go as planned, when you face setbacks that feel insurmountable, it's your belief in yourself that will carry you through. It's the voice that says, "This isn't the end. I can try again. I can rebuild." Without self-belief, failure becomes a final destination with it. Failure becomes a stepping stone to greater success. Each stumble becomes an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The journey to self-belief isn't always easy, especially in a world that often focuses on external validation. Society teaches you to measure your worth by your achievements, your appearance, or the approval of others. But true self-belief doesn't come from external sources, it comes from within. It's built through consistent effort, self-reflection, and a willingness to invest in yourself. It's about recognizing that your value isn't tied to what you do, but to who you are. When you cultivate self-belief, you unlock a sense of freedom. You stop waiting for others to validate your dreams or grant you permission to pursue them. You become your own greatest advocate, your own source of encouragement, and your own reason to keep going. Self-belief empowers you to take control of your life, to set boundaries, and to prioritize what truly matters. It allows you to step into your potential, not because the path is easy, but because you trust yourself to navigate it.